Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Palatin Technologies Incorporated PTN summary for the 16th of September 2024. And in the summary, we're going to be looking at the current situation of the company, their pipeline, everything like that, and looking at the bullish and the bearish parts of everything there. So I generally follow small cap pharma. I do games. I do a little bit of everything. So if you like what I'm doing, hey, please like and subscribe. It helps out a lot, and thank you. I currently have no shares or options. I am tempted. You'll find out as I go through the video why I am tempted to do it. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by due diligence. And any information given is valid for today, the 16th of September, and the slideshow will not be updated. But when new news comes out, new slideshow. So, first summary of the company. Let's go over that. So the company had $10 million at the end of the first quarter. They did a $6.1 million equity raise in June 2024. The net loss for that first quarter was $8.4 million. So already you kind of see that they are quickly running out of cash. So the company currently has one commercial product, the Lipocine, which was sold to Cassette Pharmaceuticals. They did not get a royalty on it, but they got sales-based milestones. We do not know what they are and when they're going to be paid out. So it's a little bit hard to figure out how much to put value into this. But what we're looking for Palatin is their late-stage assets. So that includes drugs for dry eye, obesity, ulcerative colitis, male sexual dysfunction, and diabetic neuropathy. So that's big. And we're going to go over this list of 5 in the order that they should be coming to the market or very close to it. There's some that, you'd like, oh, that one could go first, that one could go first, but we're just going to call those together. So, dry eye disease. The company had a successful meeting with the FDA, which laid out a path for them, including 2 phase 3 studies, Melody 2 and Melody 3. They have a potential partner for the drug. So I think that this partnership deal is probably in its final stages. If it is there, I believe they would want to take over before the trial starts. It just makes it a whole lot easier to figure out everything that's going on. They're looking to start the trial in the fourth quarter 2024. Data is, of course, 1 year after that, with the NDA submission being the first half of 2026. So at the moment, approval would be late 2026, early 2027. If they do not sign a partner before the trial starts, then I believe there will be no partnership until data. And that's something that I have been looking at. It's very hard. Obviously, they're probably with their farthest reaching potential partner right now. And if they cannot come to a deal, I don't know if any company's really going to take that chance and just figure it out, because really to just be paying them money without really any kind of control over the clinical trial. So the Melody 1 data was acceptable as it hit some primary and secondary endpoints. So the trial itself was overall, unfortunately, a failure because they had 2 primary endpoints. They only hit one of them. They hit 7 out of 11, I think, secondary endpoints. That was enough for the FDA to go with those endpoints and move on to 2 phase 3 trials. Whew. Okay, obesity. So this is a support drug that is aimed to be taken with GLP-1s. GLP-1s, which is like an Ozempic-like product, works extremely well, but has a huge amount of side effects. So the drug they're doing would help lessen the side effects and help if the drug needs to be discontinued. So obviously you discontinue GLP-1s, you gain weight back. The drug did not have a huge amount of weight loss in comparison to some of the other drugs on the market, but there were very little side effects, so they're thinking that this could be a good addition to it. The trial started in the third quarter of 2024 with data in the first half of 2025, and this would be an excellent drug to partner with because that would give someone a leg up when selling their drug. So I'm thinking, you make money by having your people on drugs longer. If this drug can help people stay on your drug, that's going to be a huge help. There's going to be up to like 29, I think, GLP weight loss drugs by 2030. So having something that would differentiate you where you can sell it together would be a huge leg up over the rest of that competition. You see ulcerative colitis. So their interim data is in quarter 4. Full data is in the first quarter of 2025. They talk about a partner, but with 10 plus drugs on the market already, it is a crowded field. So I think official number is 15, but I'm not 100% sure. So it was very hard to kind of figure out, like, secondary drugs and all that kind of stuff. So now, if the drug is really not any better than the stuff on the market, I don't believe they're going to find a partner for it. I think any partner is going to look at that and be like, I have a middling UC drug in a very crowded field with a lot of big players. Yeah, it's just not worth it. Now, if the drug is superior, then we stand a chance for a partnership that could occur. So you need to do something that's going to be better than most of the drugs on the market. If you don't get that, it's just not going to happen. So I don't really expect any movement until we actually see the data. I don't think any company is going to sign up and then see the data and be like, oh, now I got to make the decision. So I think we got a little bit to wait on that. Okay, so male sexual dysfunction. So they're doing their pharmacokinetic study, which is how it reacts with the body in first quarter. And then the first phase 3 is set to start in the second half of 2025 with data in the first half of 2026. The drug is for patients who do not respond to PDE5I monotherapy. That is stuff like Viagra, Cialis, stuff like that. Depending on the source, that group is between 30 and 40% of patients. So, obviously those well-known drugs take up, obviously 60 to 70% of the market. 34% you have what's left. This field is extremely crowded. Again, there's a couple PDI stuff that does not work. Unless the results come back stellar, I don't believe they're going to really find a partner or a market for this drug. And this is kind of like UC. If it is a stellar drug, it will find a partner. If it's just kind of a middling drug, it's going to be very hard for someone to say, I want to spend a lot of money for this. And last but not least, diabetic neuropathy. So DN is also known as kidney disease and is the chronic loss of kidney function. Currently, there's no treatment for healing the kidney, and most treatments try to minimize the damage that occurs. So most just try to make sure that you're not continuing to damage your kidney even more. Obviously, this drug falls in the same category, that it's not going to be not primary healing product, but its primary goal is reduce of urine protein ratio, which is what damages the kidney, with the secondary objectives being partial or complete remission. So that is the bigger one that we're looking at, but of course it's a secondary objective because, again, maybe not so sure. Again, another crowded field, so again, superior data will be needed. This field is a lot smaller, so maybe you can get away with having a drug that's similar if you can make some kind of case for yourself. I can see it. But it is, unfortunately, they have to finish phase 2, and it is a decent way away. So the summary. So overall, the company has a lot of options going forward. The biggest concern, of course, is cash. So we're going to be waiting to see if they can hook a partner to at least help them with to get another drug across the finish line. That's pretty much the simplest thing you can go. Like, if they can get a partner in something and can get cash and get like dry eye onto the market, they'll be able to chug pretty well. But again, cash is a concern. We got to see how they deal with that. And then we will go ahead and look at it again. So thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.